This is my puppet. It has curly hair and green eyes just like me. I made it with a paper plate and some popsicle sticks. Then I used markers for my face and my hair, and I also glued some pipe cleaner on top to make my hair a little bit more textured. Now let's say I wanted to make a puppet, but I didn't have a plate or popsicle sticks. What else could I use? I could draw on a paper bag and then put that on my hand. Or maybe I could use some construction paper and add a face. Let's do that. Here's my paper. Now this would be better if it was construction paper, but I don't have white construction paper with me right now, and my face isn't really blue. So the first thing we're going to do is draw a big oval on the page, as big as we can. Okay, here's my oval. I drew that with a pencil. Now I'm going to trace it with a marker so that you can see it a little bit better. You can do the same thing too if you want. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. Human faces aren't perfectly shaped like an oval either. We have little bumps and textures, and that makes it much more realistic. Okay, so I drew my oval. Now I'm going to cut it out. And when I was drawing my oval, I should say, I took up as much room on my paper as I could. So see how my paper goes longer this way and it's shorter this way? If I drew it up like this, I wouldn't have as much room. So I drew it this way so I could take up even more room. I wanted my oval to be really big. Your oval will be a little bit sturdier if you make it smaller. So if you want it smaller, you can do that. If you want a stronger puppet, you can make a smaller oval. But if you want more room to draw, you can use a bigger one. Okay, there we go. Now, on one side, I have the markings that I drew when I was drawing my oval. Because I didn't cut perfectly in the line, and that's okay. So I'm going to flip it over. Now, let's see. My face doesn't look like this. It looks like this. So I'm going to hold my oval like this. I'll draw 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and some hair. Maybe some cheeks. There we go. Now, I used 2 ovals for the eyes and put dots in the middle. I made mine green because my eyes are green. But if my eyes were brown, I would use a brown marker. A little nose, a smiley face, and some hair. Now, I have this scrap paper here. I know what? This side here looks like a pretty nice line. I'm going to cut that line out. Now, when you're using scissors, be really careful. So I'm using adult scissors, but you probably have a pair of safety scissors. Now here's a pretty long line I cut out. I'm going to fold it in half. Now I have a pretty strong little rectangle. If you don't have enough room on your paper with your scraps, I use the short side of the paper and I cut a line. If you don't have enough room here, you can just use a new piece of paper. Okay, so now I have this folded in half. I'm going to tape it to the back of my face. So where my chin is, I'm going to hold it on the chin, right there, flip it over and put a little piece of tape covering the whole thing so it stays attached. Now so I put one there. Now I'm also going to put one in the front so I don't flop over like that. So this one I'm going to put coming down like this, put it on the chin, and I'm going to bring it all the way down. I'm not sure you can see that, but it's coming down there. There we go. There's my puppet. All right, have fun making yours. Just add some special features to it, like you have.